Food for thought. Acceptance is hard. Learning to be okay with change and learning to accept what is happening, what has happened, and what will happen is hard. You get bad news. That's hard to accept. You get a new job, but you have to leave your family. There are so many gives and takes in life that you have. You are filled with lots of joy in one moment and with lots of uncertainty the next. Neither is right or wrong. Your emotions are valid. But being in between every emotion is hard. Because you don't know what. There. You don't really know what to do, how to feel, if this is right or if this is wrong. But sometimes you just have to accept what is happening. And sometimes we want to really just go against the grain and just fight it. We want to fight the change. We want to fight authority at times. We want to fight the social norm. We want to be our own individual person, and we want to take back our freedom and autonomy. But sometimes in life, we just have to accept what's in front of us. Sometimes we're going to have to fall on some swords. Maybe that's not a really good analogy. Maybe we're going to have to, I don't really like that one. But maybe we're just going to have to take a bullet. I don't know. But you know what I mean. Sometimes you are going to have to accept what is in front of you. No matter how hard you want to change. No matter how hard you don't want this thing to happen. You're going to have to accept it. And eventually you're going to have to learn how to not necessarily love it, but be able to be okay with it. And it's really common trying to fight the change and be resistant, because maybe you're stubborn. Maybe, I don't know. You know who you are, and you know your natural ways of flow. And sometimes that's upstream, sometimes that's downstream, sometimes that's with the stream. But sometimes we're going to get tired. We're going to get tired, and not that we're going to give up, but we're going to accept the fact that we've tried our best to change and to remain the same and to do the things that we want to. But sometimes we're just going to have to let go. I always go back to the saying, let go and let God, or whoever you believe in. And if you don't believe in anybody, then just let go and do you. Because sometimes you're going to have to pick and choose the battles that you win. That's a better analogy. That's a lot the better of analogy. But in times of lots of things going on, you want to hold on to things that are what you know and that are comforting, and the people that you love, because they feel like home. I know I've mentioned this before, but I feel like home is not a place, but it's rather with people that you love or people that you're familiar with. They don't even have to be people that you love. You know that you can get through it with that other person that you know. But then it's hard being with other people you don't know, but going through it with them in a different retrospect, because you don't know where they are in life. You don't know their background, and you don't know if you can confide in them, and that's hard. But sometimes you should be vulnerable. Sometimes you should reach out to them and ask if you can just have a moment with them. because vulnerability is really hard and authenticity is hard to find. But when you can find those people, and even maybe even find that one person that you can trust and confide in, it'll last you a good amount of time. I'm not going to say when, because I don't know how long, but put yourself out there and be vulnerable, because once you accept that fate and accept what is happening, things will come. Things will become a lot easier, because when you use your energy to go upstream or the opposite of the current, you forget where else you can put your energy. Because imagine you're, okay, I want you to imagine just you're in a boat, okay? And you plop your boat in, and then you turn around and try to go upstream, okay? And you're going, and like you're almost there to like the dock that you can grab and be like, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. But then you don't. And a bigger current, I was gonna say gust of wind, another current comes by and sweeps you away. And you continue to try to go upstream. But when you're continuing to look in the past, when you're looking at that dock, you can't see the beautiful nature that is what you could experience. Because when I'm imagining this as you're going upstream to the dock or the place that you popped in your boat, and you're very, very stubborn. But what is behind you is the most beautiful wildlife of like anything that you've seen. And you can turn to the left to go see these animals, or you can go to the right and see these animals. But you don't know that beautifulness, you don't know that beauty if you don't accept things, if you don't accept what is happening. Because maybe you'll miss that sight. Maybe you'll miss that beautiful animal that you would have never dreamed of, because it'll come a time and a point when your rental boat is done and the time that you're there has passed, and all your friends and all the people that were there are talking about this beautiful experience, that these fun, amazing memories of, oh my gosh, my boat almost capsized, but I still made it. Good thing I had like my friend to like, you know, they made memories. And being able to have acceptance of letting go of the past and what you know is going to open up so many beautiful things for you, because you just have to trust. You have to trust the signs. There are signs everywhere for you, knowing that you're at the right place at the right time. And the reason why I say that is because there's so many people out there and so many things, like when you see your last name on certain like manufacturing companies, when you bump into a person, they have the same last name as you and you didn't even know that. Or I don't know, I think angel numbers are cute. Angel numbers pop up, or whatever you genuinely believe in pops up. There are signs that you're here at the right time, at the right place, for the right reasons. And it's so easy just to be like, oh, that's not true. But once you open up your heart, and once you open up yourself to those signs that you're at the right place at the right time, the world will open up. And once you soften yourself, and once you become vulnerable with other people, life opens up. And you open up to your new environment, and a whole another life can grow within you. And you will see so many beautiful things that you've that you could have passed by. Because just give yourself a week of acceptance, of accepting what has happened, what will happen, and what did happen. Because it's hard to say goodbye to a chapter that you've loved. But sometimes you don't know how much you're going to love the next chapter. Food for thought.